Hi guys, welcome back. The video that I did a while ago was the 10-minute makeup video, and it was really popular. So to be honest with you, that's kind of what I do every time I do my makeup. I don't like to spend an awful lot of time on my own makeup because I don't have an awful lot of time. So I was making up myself yesterday quickly, and I was kind of doing like a bronzy summery look, and I actually thought, oh, I really like this, and this is something that I'd wear loads. This is probably the look that I would do when I'm on holiday, going out for dinner or something like that. And because the weather's all sunny and things like that, I just thought, why not? So, right, I'm going to start off with my moisturiser. This is the Vichy Rodial. I can't read that. I can't read it backwards, especially. Rodial Magistral. Why do I sound kind of like a really bad Dutch impersonator when I do that? So I apologise for that, but you'll have a look. You'll be able to find it, I'm sure, visually. So I'm just going to pop that all over my skin. I love this moisturiser because I've got very dry skin at the moment, and this is a great moisturiser for dry skin, but also it kind of smooths any pores or anything, so it makes it a really good base for the foundation to go on. The other day I did the L'Oreal Sublime Bronze just on my face, which is a gel, which is actually really nice. It gives you a really natural kind of bronzy look. And this the other day, Hydrating Eye Cream by Bobbi Brown. Have been using the No. 7 Perfect eye cream, which I love as well, but this is my go-to favourite. I'm just going to put a little bit just around the bone area here, and then a tiny, like a grain of rice amount, guys. That's all you need. Just dab it along my eyebrow as well, all the way around that bone area, just to hydrate. It just I think this one makes such a difference. It really does hydrate the eye area, so I'm a huge fan of this one. I've popped a little bit of lip balm on, which is the Rodial Superfood Glam Balm. I love this. It smells of rose as well, so that is so nice. Foundation. At the moment I'm trying, I change my foundation all the time because I like to try lots of different foundations. At the moment I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonder. This is in medium 5, so I'm going to pop a little bit of that on. I'm going to use a Face Expert brush by Real Techniques to put that on. Just blend that all in, all around my nose area. It's a lovely foundation, this. It's not got a huge amount of coverage, so if you are a person that wants a lot of coverage, this isn't particularly ideal. I only like a very small amount of coverage. I'm not a really heavy coverage kind of person, so probably not ideal for you guys that like a bit more. But as I said, it is a lovely foundation, very dewy, probably really good for summer, I think, for most people. Because you don't tend to want to have a full-on face in summer. I'm just going to go over the lids a little bit, just because I always get a bit of a redness on my lids. If you want a little bit more luminous, someone on Twitter the other day contacted me and asked me what the best illuminators were, because I think they were looking for the Tom Ford one, and they said it was really expensive. There are so many good ones out there. There are lots of good high street ones. The one that I particularly like is Becca, this one here. This is gorgeous. I can't remember what colour this is. This is Opal. A tiny amount of that onto your brush. I mean, I either pop it either straight on. You can mix it in with your foundation as well. But I'm just going to dab a little bit along my cheekbone there, just for a little bit more sheen, and maybe a tiny bit down my nose. But I absolutely love this as a highlighter. As I said, you can mix it with your foundation if you want to, or you can just pop it on your own. A little bit on the Cupid's bow, the bottom. So what the areas that you're just popping that onto is just kind of this area here, and a little bit down the nose, and then on the top of the lip, and around there, and it'll just give you a really beautiful dewy glow. Can you see that? It's gorgeous. I love that. The next thing I'm going to do, eyeshadow. These are amazing. This is the Longwear Cream Shadow Stick, and this is in, what colour is this in? Golden Bronze. This is fantastic. The only thing is with these products is you have to be quick when you're using them, because they dry really quickly and they are long lasting. So they're waterproof, they're smudge proof, everything. They will last all day, but work quickly with them. So may that be a bit of a tip to you. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop that all over my lid. So all over the eye socket area, right up into the socket, either with a brush or with your finger. You can just blend it in with the brush. As I said, be quite quick about it, guys, because this is something that doesn't
take very well to just standing still and not being, you know, and you need to work quickly with it for it to work. It doesn't matter, I quite like taking it a little bit higher because I just love this kind of bronze look. Can you see there? It's gorgeous, I love this colour. This is going to be so popular in summer. So again, you don't have to be precise with it, just go all over the lid. There are loads of other colours out there. Bobbi Brown's got a massive range, but I just love this. I'm quite a bronzy kind of girl because I think of my skin tone and my eyes and stuff. And I'm just blending it, as you can see, with my finger. You don't have to be too precise with it. A little bit underneath. Go right underneath the eye. I'm not going in the eye. And again with my finger, blend it out. The next thing I'm going to use is a bit of Rodial Bronzer. This is bronzing powder in 02. I'm actually going to take this and I'm going to use this as my eyeshadow as well. So take a little blending brush like that and I'm just going to go on the crease. Really not, it doesn't have to be precise, guys. You're just literally blending in a little bit just on the crease. I quite like it because it gives it a bit of a beigey tone. It warms it up a tiny bit. Run a tiny bit along my cheekbone. Tiny contouring, not too much. I don't really want to do a contour because I just don't really want to wear too much makeup, to be honest. As I said, this is a very simple, I'm on holiday, I'm just about to go to a lovely restaurant and I don't have time to muck about. I'm going to do a little bit of eyelash curling. Take the eyelashes, these are Shiramura ones. Go right in, hold it, give it a little wiggle. Let go, then go up a little bit, let go, again, go right in, give it a little curl. Next up, mascara, bit of Perversion by Urban Decay. I'm going to pop a little bit of this on. I've not actually tried this mascara before, so it'll be interesting to give it a go. It's going on very nicely. It's got quite a thick brush, which is lovely. The other thing is, I would definitely put a bit of mascara underneath because when you've when you've taken the Bobbi Brown Longwear eyeshadow stick, it's quite sheeny and that can get on your lashes. So it's really important just to run a little bit of mascara, and even if you don't want to wear too much, just pop a little bit because then that will take away any of the glittery bits underneath. Next up, eyebrows. This I love, Mahogany, Bobbi Brown. This is perfectly defined Longwear eyebrows. These are fab. You've got a little mascara wand on one end, which I love. Can you see that? Brilliant. And then you've also got it's in an angled shape. Can you see that? So it's in an angled shape and it's kind of a waxy product, but it doesn't dry, so it's fab. So what I'm going to do is just brush up my eyebrows first and just very gently go through them with a bit of the product. Also, the good thing is you can kind of take it on the angle, so it gives you the width of that, and then you can go slightly take the product on the side and then fill in the corners. So it's really good. It actually does help you fill in your brows and also how wide your brow should be. So it kind of gives you a guideline, which is really good. Right, next, under eye concealer, obviously, because I haven't got any on at the moment. I sometimes like doing my eyes first just to see how much under eye concealer I need. So I'm going to take a little bit of the NARS. This is Radiant Creamy Concealer, and this is Light 3 Honey. Pop a little bit of that under my eyes. I'm actually just going to use my finger to blend that in, pat it in. So I might pop a little bit of Bare Minerals concealer, and this is in light number 2, and I'm just going to, with my finger, just tap a tiny bit of that just underneath here, just to lighten it a bit, because, as I said, finding my colour at the moment, because I keep changing my skin tone, which is a bit annoying. So I kind of mix a few. I also happen to be quite dark, sorry, the light keeps on changing, which is not very helpful. And also with this one you can cover up any kind of any blemishes that you may have. Just in the corner here. And then, as you can see, my skin's still quite dewy, which I really like. The next thing I'm going to use is one of my favourite products, and this is Cream Blush number 5 by Bourjour. It gives such a beautiful kind of bronzy glow. So I'm just going to pop that on the cheek. It's got a tiny bit of sheen to it, but not too much. because you don't want like low overly sheened skin, because obviously I've already done a bit of highlighter and things like that, but I just want my skin to look really radiant, and it will look even more radiant when I've got a beautiful tan or when I'm on holiday. The great thing about it is that you can put a little bit on your lips too for that, which I really love. Again, 2-in-1 products, we love that. Very quick, pretty. Little bit of powder just to take away any unnecessary shine. This one is Chanel, and this is 80 contour, this one. It's very well used, this one, but I do love it. Just a tiny bit on my forehead. Oh, sorry, a little bit around my nose. Tiny bit on my chin and around that area there, because I can get a bit of a hot, sweaty lip. You can stop there, you don't have to do any more, so that's just a really pretty kind of casual bronzy look for summer, or you can just add a couple more products and make it a little bit more evening-y. This is Bourjour Liner Ultra Black, this one here. I'm going to take this, it's kind of a little wind up nib there, and I'm just going to take this right in my waterline. So go right into the waterline here, all the way along. Go underneath as well a little bit. I hate doing this bit. It was its eyes water. And a tiny bit along there. Terrible. My eyes are super sensitive. Don't worry if you don't get it precise. Again, you can just smudge it out a bit. Now, up to you, but you can take a little bit along the lash line, which I might do. So just take it a tiny, tiny amount. Can you see there? So I'm literally tracing along my lashes. Again, doesn't matter if it's not precise and you've got a bit of a wobbly hand, that's absolutely fine, because I'm going to smudge it up anyway. So take an angled brush, something like this, and then just go along the line that you've already done along your lash line and just smudge it right up. Doesn't matter if it's not precise, as I said, it doesn't matter. You're smudging it up so it nearly disappears. You're just instantly giving yourself a very, very subtle, smoky kind of look. Use it on its side like I am and just kind of push it upwards. Now you can do more or less if you want to. Again, I'd take it a little bit underneath if you want to make it a bit heavier underneath. I'm not adding any more eyeshadow. I'm simply just blending out what we've already got, which is the pencil. Just taking it a little bit under. Just making this a little bit smokier. Something else I love in the summertime, a gloss. I'm going to use Dior number 468, which is a really pretty pink. These are great because they've got a tiny little, can you see there? It's got a tiny little sucker hole there. So you just, once you've pulled it out, you just place it on and it puts the perfect amount of product onto your lip. So you're not going in and out loads, it just gives you the perfect amount. So I'm going to add a tiny bit more kind of coral colour on my cheeks. I've already done all my creams, so now I'm going to add a tiny pop of colour as a powder. This one is from the makeup store. It's a really beautiful kind of peachy tone. Can you see that? Sorry, again, I'm terrible at holding up. This is called Must Have blush. So take a small amount of that and just on my apple of my cheek, just going to pop a nice little rosy amount on there. And actually, just because I love this colour, really subtle, just because I can, I'm going to take a little bit of this and I'm just going to go into the corner of my eye here. Again, this will look really, really nice. Just adds a little bit of pinkiness to the eye. You don't have to do this. Some skins this will look really nice on, some skins might not. I didn't really think about doing this, but I quite like it. Adds a little bit of colour tone to it. Can you see there? Very subtle, little peachy tone. Just warms it all up. Again, this is probably more for a kind of summery look. But there you go. Very, very simple. I know it's taken me a lot longer than normal, but actually on a whole, there's not that many products. You can mix and match them. You don't have to use the ones that I've used, but maybe just try and follow the colour pattern that I've got. So really stick with bronzies, kind of coral cheeks, really natural nudie colours, some pinks on the lips and things like that. But I just think this looks really, really pretty for a summer, for a really quick summer look. It still shows all your features and everything like that, but I love it. It's one of my favourite looks. And I think it just looks really fresh and dewy. So I hope you liked it.